How are we doing today, guys? Thank you once again for joining me on Viper 9 Toy Videos. Today, I have from the Star Wars Vintage Collection, Clone Wars cartoon, Arc Commander Colt. This one is part of the Clone Wars 20th anniversary. A Wal-Mart exclusive, you could tell by that nice, beautiful crease that I have right there on the side of the card. Yeah, this was shipped in a bubble mailer. I'm really not that heartbroken about it, mainly because I'm going to be doing this right here. I didn't even notice the fact, to be honest with you, that my bubble was half lifted off until I just started the video. So, nice clean cut right there. Let's go ahead and take a look at the back of the card. So, back of the card doesn't show much. Shows the latest wave of figures. It shows Colt and Havoc, which all of these figures has come out already. The Scout Trooper was in the speeder bike, though, so I do find that kind of weird. But whatever. And then the Havoc that's already come out, and then Colt, which is this figure right here. You know, these figures here, they don't share much off of each other. You know, they are clones. They are all the same ARC Trooper body. So if you've seen my other several videos on ARC Commanders, you're probably not going to see much of a difference. Unless, of course, there is, you know, an actual like error on this figure at all, which I have been seeing, unfortunately not on the Colt, but the Clone Wars 4-pack that has just come out. I've been seeing a lot of issues with that one out and about, but we'll see about this guy right here real quick. Oh, come on, you little pistol. There we go. Go ahead and throw that in the garbage. Now, he does have a nice little buzzed haircut right there, which, you know, let's go ahead and take a look at the Colt, too. We can go ahead and do a nice little side-by-side. So here's the Colt. No, this is Colt. This is Havoc. Come on, pull it together. So, you know, they do have the nice little different head sculpts on them. Nice, like, you know, the different color skirts and everything like that. I know there's a technical term for the skirts, but I honestly can't ever remember it. It has the nice double head joint neck there. Really decent shoulder articulation. The pauldrons on it doesn't hinder it at all because of their free-floating nature. The elbows are really decent on these figures. I like how they do a little bit of the upcut in the armor so they can actually move. He does have the wrist rockers, looks like vertical on both. Both have vertical wrist rockers. The hip articulation is a little bit restricted, just mainly due to that, the skirt there. Knee articulation's pretty good, and then he does have rocker ankles. Oh, and the mid chest pivot right there as well. And let's go ahead. This is the moment of truth. Okay, so in a couple of my older videos, you might be able to go back and see there have been issues with the helmets being a little too small, to where when you go to put the helmet on, you can still see the chin through the little area between the breathers right there. And it's really disappointing when the helmet just doesn't fit, and it varies from figure to figure. I've come to find out, like, some of the helmets fit just fine, some of the helmets don't fit worth a garbage, which is, like I said, a really huge bummer. And I do like how these particular figures here, everything can be mounted on them except for the laser rifle, but you get both pistols in his holsters, the laser or the blaster right there, and then he can go ahead and just carry his rifle. And that right there is just absolutely freaking sweet to me. But once again, if you haven't watched any of my videos, you do have to be careful. Oh, these ones aren't going to do it as easily. Okay, sweet. So yeah, it doesn't look like the blasters are going to fall out as easily. And the reason I say that, let's see if Havoc here does it. No, Havoc doesn't really do it either. A couple of the figures, older figures, of these ARC Troopers, the blasters aren't press fit at all. So they just kind of fall right out. So you have to be really careful with that. Oh, and he does have a movable rangefinder. Sweet. Or I guess antenna. Were these antennas or were these rangefinders as well? I think these were rangefinders as well on them. But there you have it. There is, for the Clone Wars 20th anniversary, Colt and Havoc. I promise I'll get these right one of these days. on there. Just really nice coloring on them. I like the custom paint on them. And then I'm just excitedly waiting for Blitz, mainly because he's going to be the exact same figure, and it's going to be beautiful. And by the way, I think this is only the second time that Arc Commander Colt has been made. The first one was in the Clone Wars, and if memory serves me right, he was in a box set, so he was relatively expensive now on the secondary market. But he may be one of those single-carded ones. I know Colt. This is Colt. Wow. Havoc. You know what, guys? Right there, it was Blitz. Blitz was in a box set. I'm just going to roll through all of the Arc Commanders' names. But yeah, I believe this is only the second time Colt's been made. So really easy to pick this figure up. Should be really easy to pick this figure up. I think they've been found in the wild by now. But on that note, I'm going to go ahead and hit it with hit that like, smash that follow if you haven't already, and thank you for watching.